Hey all you crazy nugget heads, good evening. Check out all this beautiful gold here. I'll take a few moments and show you each piece. I'll tell you what two of the pieces weigh and you can guess the other two. So here's the first piece. You get to guess this one. The second piece, I'm going to tell you this one. 1.8 ounces of gold. Third piece. Little guy compared to these big guys, but a big guy nonetheless. .75 ounces of gold in here. And this is just really, really beautiful. And let's talk about gold for a second and how it's measured. It's measured in a measurement system called troy. That's what's used for precious metals. And there's 12 troy ounces in a pound. Therefore, there's 6 ounces of gold here. Therefore, this is a half pound of gold. I wish it was 6 pounds of gold. I almost said that. But it's a half pound of gold. And how do I know how much gold and how much rock is here? I did something called a specific gravity test on each piece, and I did it multiple times. And I'm not going to explain to you how to do that because there's a lot of videos out there that explain it just absolutely better than I ever could. But it's something I've been doing a long time. And what you do is you take a piece like this and you perform a specific gravity test on it, and you do it a dozen times. You get your different weights. It's going to vary a little bit each time. And in that you get your average and you stick with that average. It's not going to vary a lot, but you want to dial it in and you want to really, really know. So that's how I know there's 6 ounces in total of gold here. And one of the reasons I'm sharing this with you is because the spot this came from has been cleaned out for several years. Some friends, family, and I found this together years and years ago, and we pulled out much more gold than what you see. The biggest piece was 3.62 ounces, is basically a solid slug of gold. And I would never show this kind of gold or talk about it unless I'd cleaned the spot out long ago. And we cleaned it out with everything from dry washers, vacuums, falcons, every detector you can imagine up to a GPZ has ran through this place. And we're confident that there's only little crumbs there, and there was plenty of those, and we've cleaned those out. And so when you make a great find like this, I did not go out and brag about it. I did not go right to the forums or to YouTube and share anything. I just zip, everyone zip, and we just kept working it. Another reason why you want to zip your lips and kind of fight that urge to share or brag, some people share, some people brag, some people do both, is simply because 99% of the world will cheer you on. And 1% of the world will try to find out where you are. It doesn't matter whether you've got it claimed, whether it's your private property, it's someone else's, no matter what the status is, that 1% will try to take it from you. I promise you that. I've learned that from decades mining gold and being in the dirt business. So I only show this kind of gold when it's been well found a long time ago and the spot's cleaned out. And the only other time I show it is when I'm going to sell it. You know, or both. So, you know, it could be both, right? So this is 6 ounces at today's prices, $2,000 an ounce. It's $12,000. And normally big pieces like this fetch a little bit more than spot. So you can get, you know, 20 to 30% more depending on the person. And you might wonder, well, who's going to buy something like that? Who's going to spend that kind of money? Well, there's collectors, there's people who make jewelry, just all kinds of people will buy it. And if you sell it, be careful who you sell it to. Someone with a good reputation, someone that's not going to rip you off. If you sell it on eBay, you know, make sure you're selling it to someone with a very, very solid reputation, great feedback. Be very, very careful, because once you drop it in the mail, it's gone. If you can make friends with a collector, get to know a collector, especially a collector who has money, it's a lot easier. You get to know them over the years, and you sell them nice gold, and you know it's going to be a pleasant, smooth transaction. You might even eat dinner together, and it may be just, you know, no one will even know what's happening. You're just sitting down in a restaurant eating, you know, exchange a nice little gift box to each other, and you're out. It's pretty simple. But, you know, just be careful with this kind of gold. Don't keep it at home. Keep it in the bank box. And I'm just telling you best practice, because this stuff doesn't, you know, and there's pros and cons of bank boxes, right? But you really don't want this kind of stuff laying around your house. You really don't. And maybe you think you do. And that's really up to you. Doesn't matter if you've got a big safe, a little safe, or whatever. You know, though that's all pie in the sky, man. But again, the only time I show this is when the spot's been cleaned out, when I'm parting with it, or both. And that's it. And that's really it. So take another quick look. I'll keep holding it here because I know you're drooling. You're like, yeah, I'm going to Nevada, baby. So I want to share today the word of the day with you is Winze, W-I-N-Z-E. And what's a Winze? Inside of mine, it's a vertical or inclined shaft that was dug downward to collect 2 different levels. Winze. Winze also gets used a lot in prospecting, you know, around the campfire. Especially like, or even when you're digging gold, like, when's Bob going to finish digging that target? Dude doesn't know what he's doing. Or when's Bob getting here? Or maybe, hey honey, when's my dinner going to be done? Winze has a lot of different uses in mining and prospecting. It's just a super fun word. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing this gold. I know I certainly enjoyed digging it. And again, this is just beautiful stuff. And I can't say it enough. Don't ever show this kind of stuff off until you've dug it long ago, you're parting with it, or both. I hope you've enjoyed this, and please tell me what you like about the videos, what you don't like about them, what you want to see more of, what you don't want to see more of, because I make these videos for you guys, and I love sharing information. So anyway, check it out. You can do this. It may take you a lifetime. You may find 10 like this in a lifetime, but you can do this. Later. Okay, first up, we're going to smash quartz and pyrite. First up, we're going to smash quartz and pyrite. Let's take a look and see what comes of the hit. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? Next, we have a chunk of pyrite. Let's give that a smash. There we go. Next, we have a huge Ready, first up, the first thing we're going to smash is this piece of pyrite. You see it right there? Pyrite and quartz. Let's give it a hit with a hammer and see what happens. You can see it kind of shattered and broke. We can hit it a few more times. And that's the result. We'll take a cube of pure pyrite. This is just a cube of pure pyrite. Let's give it a smash. Oh, that didn't take much, did it? How about a big gold specimen? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Huge. You're going to learn more about this piece and pieces like it in an upcoming video. You ready? Let's give this a smash. Nah, just kidding. It's too valuable the way it is. We're not going to smash it. So let's take a small gold nugget. This little gold nugget right here. It's a little bitty gold nugget. Let's give it a smash. Wow. It actually just got flatter. That's the difference right there between smashing gold, smashing quartz and pyrite, and smashing pyrite. The gold's malleable. It's going to flatten out. It's going to flatten out. Pyrite shatters, quartz and pyrite shatters. And if I hit this great big piece right here, I can tell you what would happen because I've done it before. Is the rock would shatter, but the gold would sit there and flatten. You did not see that with a piece of pyrite and quartz. So the gold would be there. It would just flatten out like that. But this piece is just too valuable as it is. So again, here's a nice, big, beautiful piece. Ready, first up, the first thing we're going to smash is this piece of pyrite. You see it right there? Pyrite and quartz. Let's give it a hit with a hammer and see what happens. You can see it kind of shattered and broke. We can hit it a few more times. And that's the result. We'll take a cube of pure pyrite. This is just a cube of pure pyrite. Let's give it a smash. Oh, that didn't take much, did it? And how about a big gold specimen? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Huge. You're going to learn more about this piece and pieces like it in an upcoming video. You ready? Let's give this a smash. Nah, just kidding. It's too valuable the way it is. We're not going to smash it. So let's take a small gold nugget. This little gold nugget right here. It's a little bitty gold nugget. Let's give it a smash. Wow. It actually just got flatter. That's the difference right there between smashing gold, smashing quartz and pyrite, and smashing pyrite. The gold's malleable. It's going to flatten out. It's going to flatten out. Pyrite shatters, quartz and pyrite shatters. And if I hit this great big piece right here, I can tell you what would happen because I've done it before. Is the rock would shatter, but the gold would sit there and flatten. You did not see that with a piece of pyrite and quartz. So the gold would be there. It would just flatten out like that. But this piece is just too valuable as it is. So again, here's a nice, big, beautiful